Where are we? The Doctor Who set? Hinkley Point? No, this is a chimney. But a pretty crazy looking one. It's more like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Flew, no? Please yourselves.
It feels amazing. I mean, it's such a sort of huge thing. It has fire escapes inside it, it has chimneys inside it, it has flues inside it, it has gantry cranes, and there are all these fire exits, all these things that it's subservient to. So it really is, it's an architectural response.
And am I right in saying this might be a door here?
Yeah, this will be the way that you access the towers if any of the flues need servicing or the lights need changing. Right. So this will be this sort of strange triangular door that the workers will go in and out of.
Yeah. Or Spider-Man could live here, one or the other.
Absolutely.
Until now, your best chance of seeing the work of Conrad Shawcross was at an art gallery, where his chunky kinetic pieces have a pleasing heft and twang. Cut to Dockland's skyline. For his next trick, Shawcross was invited to design a chimney for an industrial plant supplying hot water to 15,000 homes here. How did you get this gig, Conrad?
I was approached a few years ago and I entered into a competition, so I was competing against other artists. This was such a different thing for me, and I kind of almost wrote this email saying, I'm sorry, I can't come up with an idea, this is too difficult for me. But then I was like, no, I've got to try and do this. This is the way I can really prove my mettle to see if I can actually solve this problem.
Did you draw all this freehand, or did you?
So, well, it was all actually done with pieces of paper, so it's actually quite simple, just pleating a piece of square paper and creating, in a very, very analog way, a kind of a sculpted surface. One of the things in the brief that they talked about was trying to transform this flue into something else. So there was this sort of element of disguise or cloaking, and sort of this idea of something pretending to be something else. It took me down the road of camouflage and the way things disguise themselves in nature, but then that took me down looking at dazzle camouflage in the First World War and camouflage in general. And then into things like cubism and David Bomberg. I was looking at the gasometer that's just behind us, so the interference pattern, the front and back, and trying to create a skin that would somehow make it more arresting but yet disappear.
I imagine there's always a slightly heart-in-mouth moment when, as the architect, you show your plans to the guys who've got to build it.
There was a lot of stuff that didn't make a lot of sense to them, and there were a lot of meetings around with just sort of 20 blue-collar guys all sitting around a table with me trying to explain this sort of optic effect to people and how important it was. And
did you get any feedback? Did you hear what they were muttering?
I think everyone really likes it. I mean, I think there's been some people who didn't get it, but hopefully now when they see it, they do.
I don't know whether you would consider this public art, but it's come in for a bit of a bashing recently.
I don't describe this as an artwork. I think this has been it's an architectural response. I think public art is a very difficult thing to get right. You do have to swallow your ego a bit and really respond to both space, concept, history, and all of those things. This will look really powerful when someone's doing the washing up each night. They'll see the sunset behind it, and you'll get this very interesting, alive kind of effect where you just move your head slightly from side to side, and it creates all these different sort of interference patterns and kind of almost like holographic effect.
Have you tested it so it won't set cars alight?
The panels are all completely flat, so there's no kind of concave or convex nature to them. So we haven't looked into that, but it doesn't seem to be an issue because there is no lens effect of the surfaces.
Okay, so we have your word, really, don't we?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
He's used to people seeing his work in galleries, but now you can clock it from the Blackwall Tunnel approach. It's out of the frying pan into the fire for Shawcross, as his chimney puts his mark on the skyline of the Big Smoke.